Hello Internet, I'm posting another panning video because I recently joined a group on Facebook called the Pantastic Ladies, and this is one of the challenges they had up that I really wanted to do. So this is an A to Z year-long challenge, so I have 26 products, each of them for a letter in the alphabet, and I'm going to be showing you those one by one and going a little bit into detail on why I'm panning it. Excuse the mess behind me, this is my office slash music room, but it has the best light, so you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Also, this eye look right here is just me having fun today. It's probably not gonna be a very normal look, but you know, thought I'd go with it. So here are all the products that I'm putting in this project pan. We have 26 products here, A to Z, and I'll be talking about them more in depth. So for A, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation Stick in Fawn. And this is a little sample that came in a free gift from Ulta, so there's not very much left in it. Obviously this is not my foundation color, but it is a great contour shade for me because it's nice and cool brown. I've used this once already and it worked out really well, so this will be fun for me to work on doing more cream contour instead of just powder. For B, we have the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Press Powder. I got this in an Ipsy some months ago and I've used it a bunch of times, but obviously haven't hit pan yet. I really like this. It's very smoothing and nice and light, so it doesn't darken my complexion, which sometimes I get with other powders, so looking forward to using this one up. For C, we have another IT Cosmetics product. This is the CC Cream with SPF 50. This is in Fair, and this is a really good, it says CC Cream, but it's quite heavy of a foundation. I love that it's in a squeezy tube. I don't really like sticking my fingers into pots and all of that, because I just don't think that it's very sanitary. This is good coverage for me. It feels comfortable, and I love that it has SPF in it because your girl got that fair skin and she needs to protect it. So I've used this a bunch of times. I'm not using it right now because it's a little bit too drying for how cold it is in New Hampshire, but once it warms up a little bit I'll probably be using it a lot more often. Next we have this mascara from Pacifica for D. This is the Dream Big Mascara. I have been using this, love the unicorn, for a few months now. I usually only have one or two mascaras open at a time, but what I love about this one is that you can change the thickness of the little quills on this guy. So if you want it to be volumizing, you roll it in like that, and if you want it to be more lengthening, then you roll it out. See that? And I just think that's so much fun. I don't know exactly how well it works, but you know, it's entertaining. So, and it worked. It looks good on my lashes. So I'm gonna use this up. Try and use it up as much as I can. If this starts irritating my eyes, I am gonna get rid of it though, because my eyes do tend to get irritated pretty quickly. For E, we have the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is my ride or die liquid liner. I've been using this for years. This is one of the things that I buy again and again. I already have a backup in my cupboard, but I do want to try and use this up all the way. So this is a brush tip, and it's just so easy to use, and you never have to like shake it to get all the product down. It's just so nice and consistent. So I'm going to use this as long as I can until it dries up, or once again until it starts irritating my eyes. For F, we have this lip gloss from Butter London. This is a mini that I got for free for buying other Butter London things, and it is in Fireworks, so that's where the F is. It's just a simple clear sparkly gloss, nothing too exciting. Yeah, not much color, but it's sparkly and I've been using it a lot. I think it's nice to go over chapstick when I can't really wear a lip color for whatever reason, so try and use this up. I've never used up a lip gloss before, so we'll see. We are on to G. For G, I'm gonna use up this Glazen Eye Gloss, and it is in the shade Frosted. I just got this. I've never used it. I've only swatched it, but it looks like a color that I could definitely use a lot. And I love shiny look. So look at that. Nice warm toned shininess that I can put over my lid just to make it pop a little bit more when I do my eye looks. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes on the eye. Like I said, I've never used this, and I've never used any other ones from, this is from Butter London, I believe. Yes, from Butter London. So I'm excited to see how this wears. I'm going to try and use it all the way up, so we'll see about that. For H, we have this hair moisture and shine cream. I actually got a small size of this in one of my first Ipsies back in August, and I used it all the way up. At first I didn't like it, but then after I didn't have it anymore, I realized how much I had enjoyed it, so I did re-buy it when it was on sale on, I think on the Birchbox website actually, even though I didn't get it from Birchbox. So this does really good things for my hair. I have thin curly hair, so this gives me, it decreases my frizz and it allows my curls to be nice and actually curly and shiny, which is really good and kind of what I'm going for. I usually pair this with a Shea Moisture spray hair oil, and I think it smells good, so we'll see. I have not used this at all, so it has a full 5 ounces in it still. For eye, we have the Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask. This is a small size. It came in the Meet Your Mask kit with 5 other Peter Thomas Roth masks. I do like face masking a lot, so I'll put this in with my open face masks and probably use it up pretty quickly, just because you do have to use more content for a face mask than you do for like a moisturizer or something. So looking forward to see how this works and to use it up and get my money's worth out of it. For J, I have an Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Junkie, and I have another Urban Decay lipstick in my other project pan, but this one is very different. I actually wore this week for the first time, although I've worn it at home a few times. It is a nice green metal color, and even though this is green and that's not like a common color that you'd want to wear a lot, even though I do wear weird colors, you do have to reapply it a lot during the day because it is pretty, it wears off pretty fast. So even though I've only worn this once, it's already lower than my Urban Decay Bang lipstick, which is in my other project pan, which I have worn more. So I think I will be able to use this up just because I do have to reapply it so often when I wear it. But it feels really nice on the lips, and I like wearing strange lip colors, so I think it'll happen. For K, I kind of cheated a little bit. This is the Pixi 24K Eye Elixir. I haven't used this at all, so if this does end up irritating my eyes once I use it for the first few times, I will replace it with something else. I am trying to currently use up 2 other eye creams, and I don't like to have a ton of skincare open at once, just because I think it goes bad much faster. But as soon as one of the other ones is used up, I'll start using this, and I'll keep you updated on whether I actually use it. I like Pixi. Everything I've tried from them I really like, so I think this is going to be good. Plus I know that they're more of a natural brand, so not very likely that it's going to irritate my eyes. For L, I have this Embryolisse Le Crème Concentré, or not sure how to pronounce that, but this has been touted as one of the best pre-makeup moisturizing primers. I've heard a lot of people wax eloquent on it on the internet. I do have another one of these that's a little bit bigger, so if I finish this one, I'll probably add that one into the project. I haven't tried this yet, and I've had it in my collection for some months, but I've been trying to use up other things, so I'm excited to see if it lives up to the hype. I do like to use hydrating primers, so I think if it's anything as close to what it's been touted to be, that I'm really gonna like it. So we'll see. For M, I have the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. I have been using this for a little bit of time. I did mark right there. That's where I'm at right now. I don't wear this all the time right now just because it's so dry out in New Hampshire, and because it says alcohol in it, it does kind of dry out my skin a little bit. But I do have often days where I'm out of the house for 14 or 15 hours in a row, so I'm excited to see how this keeps my makeup on, especially once we get into the summer months when it's warmer and more humid, to make sure that this makes it last, right? That's what it claims to do. This also had a lot of people on the internet saying that it was awesome, so that's why I bought it in the first place, and we'll try and see if we can use it up. Alright, for N, I have these Neogen Dermalogy BioPeel Gauze Peeling Green Tea Pads. I have used maybe 5 of these, I think, and it comes with, I think, 30 or 25 of them. I'm not sure. A lot of this is in, oh, there we go. But this is an exfoliator pad, and I don't use it that often, but I really like how it makes my skin feel when I do use it, so I just want to make sure I use this up so that they don't dry out. Neogen has really great skincare. I actually use their sunscreen underneath makeup, and they've got 3 different kinds of this. This is the green tea for more dry skin, and then they have the lemon, which is for more oily skin, and the red wine pads for more aging skin, but I think you'd probably be safe using any of them. It's really just what your priorities are. So I really like these. I want to try and use them up once again so that they don't dry out. For O, I have the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid 2% with B5. I have not used this yet, but I picked it up when the Ordinary came to Sephora. I am super into skincare and getting the most out of my skincare and getting my face very hydrated to keep it healthy and to keep it looking fresh. So I'm excited to try and use this and to see if it does what it's supposed to do. Hyaluronic acid is an amazing thing because it holds just, I think, like 1,000% its weight in water. You can look that up, though. I might be misrepresenting that number. But The Ordinary is supposed to be a very good brand, and they're very affordable, which is nice because I'm about to be a grad student and I cannot afford super expensive serums anymore. So if this works, then it's going to be my go-to from here on out. For P, I have the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Brightening Eyeshadow Base. I have been using this. I don't use it as often as my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is for more if I want a really, really bright look, because it is more of like a white color. So one thing I've noticed with this is that you kind of just have to tap it in and then let it dry a little bit, because if you rub, it'll just keep going and going and going. But this really helps when I want to do like a really light and bright look, like a yellow or a bright orange or a bright light green or blue or something. So I want to make sure I'm keep using this up, especially because it has a doe foot. I always feel weird about doe foots on the eyes and how much bacteria it's picking up and then putting back into the container. So I want to try and use this up as much as I can. Just like all the other eye products, if it does start to irritate my eyes, I will be getting rid of it. But if that's pretty early in the year, then I will probably roll in a different product on this letter. For Q, I have the Tarte Clay Pot Gel Liner in Prom Queen. It's kind of hard to read just because of the color of the writing and the color of the liner, but this is a matte purple color. You can also use it as an eyeshadow. I've used this once as a liner and it stayed on really well. I have, I think, 6 of the colors of this Clay Pot liner, and I really like them. They go on nicely and they're good bright colors, so I want to make sure I'm using this and getting all my money's worth out of it, because I bought it on sale, but it was still pretty expensive for an eyeliner. For the letter R, I have the Fizz and Bubble Rainbow Sherbet Lip Scrub. I've used this, I think, twice now. I get dry lips, and especially because I am a musician and I'm a flute player, having dry lips is a really big pain because it makes it much harder to play my instrument. So I need to make sure that I'm using this more often. I haven't tried many lip scrubs, but this one is kind of like a loose sugar. It's not really in an oil at all, so you just kind of put it on your lips and rub it around, and it exfoliates it. And then you can lick it off, but I usually wash most of it off because I just feel weird about eating a skincare product. So I just need to make sure that I'm using this up. Also because it is a finger in the jar sort of product, so you know it's going to go bad much faster because of that contact and because of germs. For S, I have the Noonie Deep Cleanse Snowflake Jelly Cleansing Oil. I really like to do a cleansing oil or cleansing balm when I have a full face of makeup. This comes with a little spatula. As you can see, I haven't opened it. I'm trying to use up one other, I think it's the Body Shop cleansing balm, and I'm almost done with that, and then I'll open this. I do use a cleansing oil or balm every single time I have a full face of makeup, so, which is almost every single day of the week. So I'll probably be able to use this up pretty easily, especially because you do need a good amount of the oil or the balm just to get all of your makeup off. So for T, I have this perfume rollerball from Momentary Escape. I actually found this in a little shop in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I don't remember what it's called, but it's on State Street. It's down near the end. If you live near there, you can go check it out. And they have this beautiful little perfume counter, and the women there were very, very helpful helping me find this. The scent is called Tonka Noir, and it's absolutely amazing. I really could not describe it to you for the life of me, but it's just, like, I didn't buy this when I was first in there. I bought another one, and then I went to dinner with my family, and I was thinking about it so much that afterwards I had to go back and pick it up. So I'm about, let's see here, a little bit less than halfway done with it. So I think I'll be able to use this up. It does not quite last the whole day. I do need to reapply it at least once during the day if I want it to last all day, so that should help me use it up. For you, I have the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. I have used this a few times. I really like how it feels. It stays on. It's a little bit drier than some of my other concealers, like the Aqua Sealer. It is in the shade Light Cool. I think it's a good shade for me. It's not as brightening as the Tarte Aqua Sealer that I have. I do find it difficult sometimes to find concealers that are light enough to actually highlight, but it does the trick. It conceals everything and it stays in place all day, so I try and use this up so that I can move on to other concealers. For V, I am doing the NYX Vivid Brights liquid eyeliner in Vivid Delight, which is an orange shade. I do really like this formula. I have about 5 or 6 colors of this, and I love using orange, so I'll definitely be able to get a good amount of use out of this one. Sorry about how dark it's getting. The sun is literally going down as we speak, even though it's not even 4 o'clock yet, so yay for New Hampshire. So for W, I have the Glossier Wowder. I use this pretty much every day to set my under eyes. The first line up here was New Year's, and today's the 7th, and I've already used it that much up, so I definitely think I can use all of this up before the end of the year. I really like this powder. I feel like it stays the same all day, and it just keeps everything set and clear looking underneath my eyes, but that is the only place that I use it. So for X, I have the Pixi Glow Mist. Kind of had to dig deep for the X one here. This is another one that I use kind of as a setting spray or just a hydration spray, especially right now because it's so cold and dry here. This is kind of what I'm using instead of the Milani Make It Last because it has oils in it and it helps me feel less dry and tight on the face. I really love how this feels. I love how it sprays. It doesn't make you feel oily. It just makes you feel more moisturized and not like your face is getting super tight. So let's see, where did I draw the line? That's where I am right now. That's how much I've used. I think I got this like a month or so ago, and I've been using it pretty regularly, so. Alright, 2 more. For Y, I used the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat Blur Primer. This is a little free sample that I got as a Sephora reward. I have not used this on my face yet, but I've heard great things about it. So this will probably be more of a spring, summer, fall one for me because I'm not sure how hydrating it is, but I like that it has little gold sparkles in it. You can't really tell with the rainbow blanket behind this, but Yeah, I doubt that I would ever repurchase it though, because YSL's not really my price range, but hey, you know, if it's free, might as well use it up. And then last but certainly not least, I have the Z, which is the ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Ziggy. Focus. Okay, so this one I've worn, I think I wore this on Christmas actually. And it is a really nice, like, dark brick orangey color. It kind of has a weird thing right now because I was rolling it up and down to market, so it had some extra stuff on it. But I love the ColourPop Lippie Sticks. They go on so smooth, and they just feel good, and you don't really have to worry about them moving around, but they also don't dry out your lips. So I'm excited to get a lot of use out of this. This is a good color for me when I'm not going green or bright orange or anything, so it's a better, more neutral color for me. So thank you for watching, and I will probably post updates on my other project pan and on this one in maybe 2 months, unless I see a lot of progress very soon, then I might post sooner. But I'm probably not going to be posting every month about it, just because it is a lot of products to keep up on every single month that I might not even have touched during the month. So thank you for watching. You can subscribe if you want. I don't know how regular my videos are going to be, and I always feel like people tell you to subscribe, but if I'm going to subscribe, I'm going to subscribe, and the person in the video telling me is not going to change that. So subscribe, but you know, comment if you have any products that you're trying to use up this year. I know there's plenty of people out there who spend way too much money on their makeup and skincare like I do. And I love to see that people are getting use out of their products and not just letting them sit in a drawer and go to waste. So I hope you're warm wherever you are, and I guess I'll see you in my next video.